Welcome to Bob's Best. Today only 30% off all drinks. A large brown sugar pearl milk tea, normally $6.50.
30% off $6.50. That sounds like a great deal.
But hold on. After the discount, I add 9% GST. So the final price is not what you think.
Wait, discount first, then tax on top? How much am I actually paying?
Most adults cannot figure this out quickly, but you will. Because today, you are learning the maths behind every price tag in Singapore.
So ratio, percentage, discount, and GST are all connected?
They are the same superpower. Master one and the others click into place. Let us start with ratio. A ratio compares two quantities. In my shop, I mix 3 scoops of tea to 2 scoops of milk. The ratio is 3 to 2.
3 to 2. Does that mean 3 cups and 2 cups?
Not necessarily. It means for every 3 parts tea, there are 2 parts milk. If I double the recipe, it becomes 6 to 4, same taste, same ratio, just a bigger batch.
So 6 to 4 simplifies back to 3 to 2, like simplifying fractions.
Exactly. Divide both sides by the same number. 6 to 4, divide by 2, gives 3 to 2. Always simplify ratios on your PSLE paper.
What if a recipe says the ratio of sugar to water is 1 to 5?
That means for every 1 part sugar, you need 5 parts water. Total parts is 6. Sugar is 1/6 of the mixture. Water is 5/6.
The ratio connects to fractions. 1 out of 6 total parts.
Now, here's where it gets powerful. If I have 300 milliliters of mixture, how much is sugar?
Sugar is 1/6. 300 divided by 6 is 50. 50 milliliters of sugar.
And water is 5/6. 250 milliliters. Ratio tells you exactly how to split any amount. Now let us connect ratio to percentage. Percent just means out of 100. If sugar is 1/6 of the mix, what percentage is that?
1 divided by 6. That is 0.166 repeating.
Times 100, about 16.7%. So sugar is roughly 17% of my drink.
And water is 5/6. So that is 83.3%. Together they add up to 100.
Percentages always add up to 100. That is what makes them useful for comparing. Now let us try the other direction. What is 25% as a fraction?
25 out of 100. Simplify by dividing both by 25, 1/4.
What about 75%?
75 over 100. Both divide by 25, 3/4.
Memorize these fast conversions. 50% is 1/2, 25% is 1/4, 10% is 1/10, 20% is 1/5.
What about finding a percentage of a number? Like 20% of $40?
2 ways. Method 1, convert to a fraction. 20% is 1/5. 40 divided by 5 is $8. Method 2, convert to a decimal. 20% is 0.2. 40 times 0.2 is $8. Both give the same answer.
Let us pause here for 8 seconds. What is 30% of 50?
%30 is 0.3. 50 times 0.3 is 15. Or 10% of 50 is 5. Times 3 is 15. Either method works.
Now back to your shop. What about the discount?
A discount means you pay less. 30% off means you save 30% of the original price. You pay the remaining 70%.
So if the drink costs $6.50, I pay 70% of $6.50.
0.7 times 6.5. $4.55. You saved $1.95.
And then comes GST.
GST is goods and services tax. In Singapore, it is 9%. You pay 9% extra on top of the discounted price.
9% of $4.55. Not 9% of the original $6.50?
Correct. GST is always calculated on the price you actually pay after the discount. 9% of $4.55.
0.09 times 4.55. That is about 0.4141 cents.
Add the GST, $4.55 plus 41 cents. Your final price is $4.96.
So the 30% off drink that was $6.50 actually costs $4.96. Not the 3-something I imagined.
Most people forget. The GST adds back a chunk of the savings. That is why understanding percentage matters. Let us test your skills across Singapore, starting at the school bookshop.
What is the deal?
A geometry set costs $12. The shop offers a 15% student discount. What do you pay?
15% of 12. 10% is $1.20. 5% is 60 cents. Total discount is $1.80.
12 minus $1.80 is $10.20. Quick mental math trick. 10% then adjust.
What about splitting costs? 3 friends buy a birthday cake for $24. The ratio of what they pay is 2 to 3 to 7.
Total parts is 2 plus 3 plus 7, which is 12. The first friend pays 2/12 of 24, which is $4.
Second friend pays 3/12, which is $6. Third friend pays 7/12, which is $14.
4 plus 6 plus 14 equals 24. It all adds up. The ratio does not mean equal shares. It means fair shares based on agreement.
What about shopping at the Great Singapore Sale?
A pair of shoes originally costs $80. First, 30% off, then another 20% off the discounted price. What is the final price?
30% off 80. 80 times 0.7 is 56. Then 20% off 56.
56 times 0.8 is $44.80. Notice something? 30 plus 20 is 50, but the final price is not 50% off.
$44.80? Not $40. Stacking discounts does not just add the percentages.
Because the second discount applies to the already reduced price, you multiply the fractions. 0.7 times 0.8 is 0.56. You actually paid 56%, saving only 44%.
That explains why the sale never feels as good as the signs promise.
Now, restaurants. A meal costs $60. Service charge is 10%. GST is 9%. How much total?
10% of 60 is 6. New total is 66. 9% of 66 is $5.94. Final bill is $71.94.
Some restaurants calculate both on the base price instead. 10% of 60 is 6. 9% of 60 is $5.40. Total add-ons are $11.40. Final is $71.40.
Wait, the two methods give different answers. $71.94 versus $71.40.
54 cents difference. For your PSLE, always read carefully whether charges stack or are calculated on the original. Time for the 4 PSLE percentage traps that cost the most marks.
Trap 1?
The stacking discount trap. A shirt costs $100. First 20% off, then 10% off. A student writes 30% off. 100 minus 30, $70.
But we just learned those do not add. What is the correct answer?
20% off 100 is 80. 10% off 80 is 72. The answer is $72, not 70. Always apply discounts one step at a time.
Trap 2?
Finding the original price. After a 20% discount, Ali paid $48. What was the original price?
Let us pause here for 8 seconds. Can you figure it out?
$48 is 80% of the original, not 20% of the original, so 48 divided by 0.8 equals $60. Students who divide by 0.2 get 240, which is wrong.
80%? Because he paid the remaining part after the 20% discount.
The formula is discounted price divided by the remaining percentage, not divided by the discount percentage. This is the biggest percentage trap on PSLE.
Trap 3.
Ratio word problems with total quantity. The ratio of boys to girls is 3 to 5. There are 40 students total. How many boys?
Total parts is 3 plus 5, which is 8. Each part is 40 divided by 8, which is 5. Boys is 3 times 5, which is 15.
The trap is dividing 40 by 3, or by 5 instead of by the total 8. Always find total parts first, then the value of one part.
Last trap.
GST on top of discount. An item costs $200, 25% off, then 9% GST. What is the final price?
25% off 200 is 150. 9% of 150 is 1350. Final price is 163.50.
The trap is applying GST to the original 200 instead of the discounted 150. GST on 200 would be 18, giving 168. That is $450 too much.
Discount first, then tax on the new price. Got it.
For every percentage question, ask yourself, percentage of what? That one word changes the entire answer.
So what superpower did we unlock today?
Ratio splits any amount into fair shares. Percentage compares everything out of 100. Discount takes away, GST adds back. And they all connect through fractions and decimals.
Next time, a sign says 50% off. I am checking the fine print.
For your exam, 4 rules. Simplify all ratios. Find total parts before splitting. Apply discounts one at a time, never add them. And always ask, percentage of what before calculating.
Now I know the bubble tea deal was not as amazing as it looked. But at least my maths is.
That is the real deal right there.
Thanks for watching. If this helped you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications.
More PSLE math videos are on the way. Happy studying!